Morning everyone, John here, doing a quick little intro video. This week's video is probably going to be a little bit, all over the place. Just had been recording some video clips here and there, and gonna kind of piece them together a little bit just to give you a quick little glimpse of where I've come from a little bit here. Since getting this house and moving into this shop. But trying to get used to doing the video thing. Still not 100% comfortable on the camera, but we're getting there. Just a quick intro. Show some upgrades, some differences from when we first moved in to now, but we'll get to that right here. Oh, here's a sound I haven't heard in 5 years. Not bad for a 23-year-old plus saw. First time in 5 years I've had that thing running. It's been sitting in storage for 4. Time to do some woodworking. Yep, there's the top cast iron. It's been sitting in storage for like 4 years, and it fared pretty well. The only thing I did to it was I put a heavy coat of Johnson's paste wax on it before I wrapped it up. I put a towel in between the parts and just wrapped it up, and it looks pretty good. There's a couple little tiny spots. One right there and one over here at the edge. But those are just surface. I can get those out pretty easily. Otherwise, pretty darn good. Bought this saw back in April of 2000. So it made a 1,700-mile journey, and now with any luck, I'll get back to doing some woodworking here pretty soon. So over here, you can see I put the OSB on the wall. Got a couple coats of polyurethane on it. Definitely like the look of that. It's kind of a mess in here still because, I don't have any cabinets other than that cabinet, which I'll show you in a second. Everything's kind of living in cases and boxes and all kinds of fun stuff. I also started putting down, I decided to make base cabinets, but instead of using adjustable feet or anything, I decided it was easier to make a big frame on the floor, because it was probably 1.5 inch to 2 inch difference from front to back in the garage, and I just didn't want to mess with all the adjustable feet. So I opted to make this frame, put that on the floor, and then I'll put boxes on top of that. Makes life a lot easier. Over there you can see my Delta 13-inch planer. Got that when those first came out. That was probably one of the first ones that came out. Really like that planer. Haven't run it in easy 10 years, but I gotta tune it up, put new knives in it, and see how we can go. There's my trusty Jet contractor table saw. I really like that table saw. That's been a great table saw. I made an upgrade to it and put the link belt on the motor, and it really works well. Been a solid machine since I've had it, since the early 2000s. And you can see my fun mobile base that I made for it. It's got wheels on the back and a fancy schmancy little handle here. You just prop it up on the wheels. Now we can go wherever we want with it. It's a little bit of a pain and makes a lot of fun noise, but it got the job done until I can figure out something, make a different mobile base for it. I got some wheels somewhere. I can put that under there, but that's been a great table saw for me. Got my old DeWalt compound miter saw. It's not a slider, it's just a regular one. That suits me fine. It's been pretty good. And I have my grandfather's scroll saw that he made a lot of stuff with. You know, today's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to him. Happy Father's Day to my father. Too bad they're not here anymore to say that to face, but at least I have, you know, I can create stuff on this now. I think I've only used it like once or twice, but I need to get into it more. There's something my grandfather created. He cut that out. That's always cool. Got some other things in the house. But there's a cabinet that I built. It's to house all those fun things from, yep, and that door swings. I gotta mess with that door. That door's not right. But I created that. I think the first video I saw was something from Ben Tardif that had created one that like slid under his office area. But I thought that was pretty cool. There's been a lot of other people that have made those. You know, those are just the containers from Harbor Freight. Got a room for expansion in there. But that was been about the first big thing I've built out here. And it's a nice 3-car garage. Got a lot of organization to do. Quick update video. This is the house we bought almost a year ago now. 3-car garage. As you can see, there's been an upgrade in the shop lighting. Got these off of Amazon. I think it was a Prime Day deal. I think I calculated it's like 85,000 lumens out here now. It's nice and bright, especially at night when it's dark. Nice and bright out here. But this is kind of where I'm at currently. Been working on making cabinets for along this wall. I also put in some electric. I decided to do some surface mounting of the outlets just in case. Makes it easier to change, in my opinion, where it's not run through the wall. This way, if I need to change it, whatever, I can easily just pop it off the wall, take out a circuit, take out the outlets, move them around, easily extend them along the wall. I have a Bora wood rack over here. I like it, but I'm not 100% on it based on their instructions on the spacing. I just think it's like too far apart and there's not enough support for 2 racks. I mean, if you kind of look at it, I almost want to say that the bottom boards there with that little stack is kind of sagging, so I'm not 100% on it. But I've decided to put the wood rack over here because the rail for the garage door is there, and I wouldn't be able to put a very big cabinet. Figured that was a perfect place to bring in, you know, wood from the garage or from the driveway, throw it right there on that, and then it's right there next to my chop saw table. I can take it right down on top, saw it up, you know, however I need to. Just have my clamps hanging over there for now. There's gonna be upper cabinets, a couple more upper cabinets over here, and in that area in this space, kind of between the upper cabinets and the shelf, that's where I'm gonna have all these clamps hanging. I gotta work on a clamp system there. I don't know if I'm gonna put cabinets over there or leave them open shelves, but underneath on the bottom here, that's where I was gonna put my plywood storage. I had a plywood rack that I made in my first shop. Don't know if I have any pictures of that. I might have some pictures of that somewhere, but I had a plywood rack that I made for my first shop that I kind of liked, and figured that would be a perfect place for it. Sure, it's a little bit farther away from the garage door to bring your sheet goods in. Nice place to put them, but I think that's where I want those for now. It might result in turning that around. I don't know. I haven't figured out the workflow yet. Because right now I can, take a sheet good and bring it right in, right to the saw if I need to, or right to the table if I need to. That's just my makeshift assembly table. I don't know. Have to have a little bit of thinking to do on that. There's a shop cart that I made not too long ago. Came from John Malecki. He made his out of 1/2 inch. I made mine out of 3/4 because that's what I had. So I made it, like it. I use it a lot. That's just storage stuff. I gotta work on that. I got my detailing stuff over here. Gonna end up having probably a detailing cabinet. I do like to detail my car from every now and then. It's always enjoyable to make a nice clean car. Probably might build some racks there, shelves there. That wall, that's all our junk that we have to donate and get rid of. But that wall I need to look at more. I need to go into that and see if that's 5/8 drywall. I'm not sure if it is. If it's not 5/8 drywall, I got to put 5/8 drywall on there and fireproof that whole wall, because that adjoins the house, and I would like to have that be fireproofed. I'm not 100% sure if it's code or not, but I know I've seen it before, that that wall needs to be fireproofed, and I know it's not, especially way up at the top up there where there's gaps between the rafters and the house, and then especially right there over the door, there's a huge gap. So I know I have to do something there. Aside from that, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just working out here, getting things together. Have a good one. Oh, did a little upgrade with the shop lights. Kind of dark. Oh yeah.